Blake Lively has long passed insufferable status, but to make matters even worse, she recently made another bold public appearance and also her first public speaking appearance since the whole lawsuit drama started. And suddenly she's Miss Nice Girl, apparently.
There you go, smile.
Yeah, so that doesn't make any sense. But for some reason, this Hollywood director and his wife feel the need to stick up for her. And on the topic of weird Hollywood connections, we also saw Brandon Sklenar appearing to make some sort of statement recently, if you can call it that. And lastly, Anna Kendrick just can't help but continue to show her very obvious disdain for Blake. Let's talk about it. Okay, listen, I know we're all incredibly tired of hearing this woman's name, but unfortunately we're also incredibly invested. So Blake Lively has gained some controversial attention yet again after making what was only her second public appearance since the lawsuits were initially filed between her and Justin Baldoni in December. And now, just last weekend, she attended the premiere of A Simple Favor, the sequel, Another Simple Favor, which took place at the South by Southwest Festival on Friday night. And from the moment Blake arrived, she was in full-on nice girl / damage control mode, if you will. So she hops out of the SUV and starts eagerly taking pictures with fans, one of which was the director's wife, apparently, which we'll get to in a minute. But as you can see, she's just walking around looking so happy, so ecstatic, and just overjoyed to be out with her loving fans again. Loving fans. Signing all the autographs, I mean, doing the absolute most. And it's like, are we kidding? This is the fakest thing I've ever seen. She was even going around telling people to put their phones on video mode to make it easier.
You guys do video mode for the selfies? It makes it really easy.
A selfie, please.
Let's put it on video mode.
And going as far as to actually take their phones from them and then take the photos herself.
Here, let me take it. There you go, smile.
Which is funny because it's like, wow, she's even directing selfies now. But we all know how much she needs to be in control of everything she does.
I actually need to have authorship in order to feel fulfilled.
So yeah, it makes sense. We also need to talk about this outfit because what is this? She showed up in this like raincoat looking latex thing with another outfit underneath that she revealed later for the drama, of course, just Blake being Blake. And someone said her hair is giving trying to look innocent Amber Heard vibes, and I kind of can't unsee that now. And I'm also just getting so tired of seeing this plastered on fake smile of hers. Like, it looks painful, and I'm concerned that this woman doesn't have a soul. Now, some people were actually speculating about fans being planted in the audience, including Laurie Feig, wife of director Paul Feig, who was pictured in the crowd directly behind Blake, which is actually kind of odd. Some people think this could have been a coincidence and she was just there supporting Blake, while others think that this is incredibly embarrassing on Laurie and Paul's part, and this was a blatant attempt to make Blake look better in front of her, quote, fans. And I think this narrative was starting to ring true for people, especially after Laurie's recent Instagram comments.
Blake has already been paid. It's on Amazon. Boycotting the film will not hurt Blake. It's a great film and hundreds of people worked super hard to make it great. So enjoy it, save your energy, don't hate a film. Then she goes on to keep fighting for her life in a comment. Why don't you focus on what's important in the world? Wake up, get out of the basement. The basement, Laurie? Really? And see what's happening to democracy. Or you're a woman-hating Trumpers. Blake was the victim here. Get the facts. Justin's wife is probably horrified by her husband.
It's giving sus. Very sus. But at least we know one of the people in this crowd of Blake fans was in fact not a Blake fan. This person right here. The person with the Justice for Justin Baldoni sign and the Blake lied t-shirt. This is honestly so funny to me. But moving on to the ongoing beef between Blake and Anna Kendrick, who hated every moment of being at this premiere by the looks of it. And what's funny is that Blake was asked shortly after she arrived what it was like to be back with Anna, and this is what she said.
What does it mean to be back with Anna? Oh, it's the best. I'm so happy.
Typical Blake answer, she's just so happy about everything. But then Anna was asked the same question about Blake, and she had a very different answer.
Anna, what does it mean to be working with Blake again? Oh,
which I have to say is a pretty hilariously quick response. And we already knew how much she seems to dislike Blake, so this is not new. But she was also asked a pretty direct question about the situation with Blake on the carpet, and she was not having it.
How does it feel like the movie's being impacted kind of by everything happening around going on in the world?
Why, what happened? I did ayahuasca and the last year of my life is just gone, but I've heard the movie's
amazing.
Wait, thank you.
Yeah, pretty quick to shut down that whole question altogether. But this comment also sparked some controversy because some people thought she was being kind of mean for this and it just wasn't a good response, while others appreciated her for being so real and honest and just kind of calling Blake's situation out for what it is. And I mean, we know that she is someone who's always like overly snarky. It's like kind of her style. So I feel like this was an all right way for her to subtly address the situation without getting involved, because why would she want to get involved? And another thing people noticed was the very limited photos of Anna and Blake together and how Anna looks super unhappy in basically all of them, at least the ones she's with Blake in. And then we get to the Q&A portion of this event, and this was another awkward situation because, surprise, surprise, Blake couldn't stop talking.
So Paul, we really wanted to make this second movie, and he wanted to shoot in Capri, and I was like, that sounds amazing, it's very expensive, just, shoot in Connecticut, that's where the first one took place. I didn't understand why it needed to be Capri, and now I want to live there, I love it so much.
Meanwhile, Anna is just looking down awkwardly pretty much the entire time Blake is talking, and her overall body language just shows that there's clearly tension there, and she just really does not seem to like this woman. And I think many people are in agreement with that, because here are some of the comments from that Q&A. She's trying so hard to be liked again. Yeah. Anna trying hard to keep her composure and be nice until the premiere is over. She's just playing herself, right? I mean, look at all the likes these comments have. Like, people don't like this. They're so over it. She looks nervous, someone said. There she goes again with the rambling word salad answers that says absolutely nothing. I feel like it's also important to mention that when the first movie, A Simple Favor, came out, there was an interview with the two of them seemingly like acting like they got along or trying to kind of force it.
I mean, I'm the reason she gets out of bed in the morning.
And Anna's just an egomaniac, as you can see.
I'm
so I learned a lot from her.
Yeah.
But it seemed like there was tension here already, and this movie came out in 2018, so it's been some years. There was also this clip of them that went pretty viral for good reason.
I met Blake a few times and thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Yes.
Don't touch me.
So awkward. But Anna just seems to be really good at like putting Blake in her place and calling out her BS, and people seem to either love her for it or hate her for it. So the day after the premiere took place, this creator tweeted about Anna being pissed and never wanting to work with Blake again. And then, this is kind of crazy, Paul Feig, director of the movie, actually clapped back at her saying, you're wrong. Basically implying that things are fine between them, even though we've seen how it looks, at least from the outside. And then she responds back, but people thought it was kind of wild that him being the director of the movie even like would respond to this. He also previously said that Blake did not deserve any of the smear campaign against her, and also called her the most amazing collaborator. So yeah, I'm not sure why he feels such a strong need to stick up for Blake, aside from the fact that he obviously wants his new movie to do good. But according to these Instagram comments, it's not going well so far. This is a promotional post that Paul posted on his Instagram, and let's just read a few of these comments. Hey Blake, I'm sure you are reading the comments. Go get and find another job. Kiss emoji. Team Justin. No thanks, she ruined it. Love Anna though. No thank you. Hashtag Team Justin. Hashtag Justice for Justin. 200 likes. Not watching because of her. Sorry, I love the first movie so much, but will never watch this one because of Blake. 130 likes. And it goes further. Nobody wants to see this woman in a film ever again. Doesn't help promoting her on the film. You'll lose tons of audience. Stop trying to make Blake happen. It's not going to happen. She falsely accused Justin of harassment and stole his movie. Justice for Justin. Blake would like to see dailies. Like, it just goes on and on and on. Do everyone a favor and put Blake and her immoral husband in the basement. Y'all are ruthless. So I guess we'll see how that plays out and if this movie will do good despite it having Blake in it. But anyway, something else that happened recently was Brandon Sklenar's brooch debacle. So he was pictured at the Vanity Fair Oscar party wearing the same one that Justin Baldoni wore at the It Ends With Us premiere, where he got locked in the basement, just in case you forgot. And people immediately thought that he may have been wearing this pin in support of Justin, which is a big deal because he did immediately side with Blake when everything came out with the lawsuits. And he was seen spending a lot of time with Blake and Ryan, like a suspicious amount of time. But here's what he had to say about the truth behind the brooch.
Is there any special meaning behind that pin you wore last week?
Yeah, honestly, no. I wish I could say there was. That was a total happenstance. I woke up in the morning and saw an article, and I was like, oh damn. I literally had no idea. I had an idea I wanted to wear like a floral brooch of some kind, and that was the color I liked the best, and lo and behold, someone also wore that prior to me wearing it, so yeah.
So apparently it was just a complete happenstance. Sure. Someone said, someone else? Dude, he was your co-star and director, LMAO. I get not wanting to be dragged into this, but he's the one that took sides with Blake before seeing the evidence. Yeah, so I think pretty much everyone, except for this person, is tired of Blake and all of the Hollyweird drama and fakeness, which I honestly find refreshing to see. I mean, it's gotten so out of hand and I feel like we're just tired. But yeah, you guys, that's pretty much it for this video. So thank you so much for watching. Definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts about all of this. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel for more. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.
I've muted some people. Now that it's a function on Twitter and Instagram, there's a couple people that I have muted. Blake Lively.